First of all, I think the structure of this film is probably a little bit easier than in 21 Gram and in Amores Perros, so it's maybe easier to understand or to see the movie. Was it done intentionally to say this time storytelling is a bit easier than in the other films?
Well, first of all, thank you very much for being here tonight. I'm very, very excited, and this applause really hit my heart. I'm far from home, but that feels warm and beautiful. So, well, basically, yes, I think that there was no other way to play this structurally with this film. You know, already it's a complicated situation in a way that the challenge was how to make from these 4 stories that happens in 3 different continents and 5 different languages. And, how to make of all these diverse pieces one single film that has a congruence, and especially because the characters are not related or connected physically. They never see each other face, and they are thematically and emotionally linked, but not other way. So I have to be very careful how to put the stories in order that the people doesn't confuse and don't lose the emotional journey, you know. So it's very, as you say, it's very symmetrical, very chronological in a way. There's only one piece in Brad Pitt scene that, you know, helped you to find where this was happening, but rather than that, it's a very linear film, I would say.
And how would you describe the fact that this connecting all the stories? Because there is a subtext in all the stories and they are connected in a very special way. How would you describe them?
The connection? Well, I would say that the main theme, I think, is no matter that there's a political and a social comment in it, and it's a global scale now. At the end, it's basically 4 intimate stories about parents and children, you know, and I think that's what really connects them. That at the end, you are dealing and struggling with the very intimate and complex relations between the daughter and a father, and a husband and a wife, and a father with their kids, and a nanny with their own family struggling with a virtual family in the United States. So basically, these relations, these love relations that are not able to find bridges, is basically what really unites them, I would say. You know?
Probably, of course, language, because the film is called Babel, and probably for you, language is one of the main reasons for all misunderstandings in the world and the conflicts.
No, I don't think so. I think language is not a problem. I think now we are speaking in English. I'm from Mexico. Here's people, I think, around the world, and we are understanding each other. I think English in that way has been, you know, playing a big role. And the cinema, it's a universal language. And I think the problem for me is not the language. I think the problem is more, and it's not about the borders, the physical borders that the governments built, as the one that you have here 15 years ago, or the one that is constructed in my country between the United States and Mexico now, which is shameful. Those ones are not important because sooner or later those will turn down, those will be break. Humanity will break. But what I'm more interested is in the borderlines that are within ourselves, the ones that we construct, the ones that we have been taught by our governments, our fathers, our religions, our schools, our races, thinking that we are superior or inferior or better, and those borders are really dangerous because are the most difficult. All the prejudice and all the stereotypes of cultures and ideologies basically is in the global scale is what is ruining the world or affecting the world, and in the intimate scale is the inability that we have to communicate the emotions. So this film is moved by kids, and I think that was important for me to see how kids sometimes pay prices that we adults have been committing so many mistakes, and the kids sometimes are the worst. Those, I mean, are the innocent people that pay prices for all the stupid things that we do, and these stories are based on that.
I mean, I think everyone wants to know how was it to work with a superstar like Brad Pitt or Kate Blanchett in the desert. I mean, under the sun. Was it hard for them? How did they work with you?
No, I think it was very nice because we were in a town in Tagenstad, which is far away in the south of the Sahara, and nobody recognized Brad Pitt for the first time. So, I mean, nobody knows who they are. There's another blonde. That's it. So no paparazzi. So the guy can really walk very easily, and that helped him and everybody to concentrate on the work. And Kate was fantastic too. I think it was hard. It was the first story that I started shooting. It was a bumpy, intense. The weather was against us. Basically, they are playing with non-actors. So, I mean, basically, all the people that you see around them are people that has never seen a camera in their lives. Very humble people from these towns that they don't have plumbing, they don't have water, they don't have electricity, and it was hard for me to. I was feeling that I was orchestrating chaos. You know, it was really madness. Not recommended for people that have suicidal thoughts. You can kill yourself. You know? It was very difficult to really make that, orchestrate that harmony, and for them was difficult too. But it was a very human, beautiful experience. I mean, we have to at the same time break our own borders and succeed in that. You know? Yes, it was very difficult in every level, physically, emotionally, and intellectually, logistically. It was hard to put together because always there's a risk, as you said, that there's ending 4 short films that doesn't have nothing to do with one another. So the most difficult was to find the grammar, the language, the cinematic language that make a coherence between all these diversity elements. You know, it was a challenge that took us like almost 1 year around the world. You know?
Last question, and then of course you can ask whatever you want to. But it's also a very strange thing at films like that, because they're great actors, fantastic in every episode, but they never met. So how was it when they met the first time, maybe in Cannes or so on? Oh, we are on the same film, that's great, or not?
Yeah, they never see the faces each other, so they, you know, it was beautiful in Cannes because all of the principal characters came, they see each other for the first time. I introduced them, even like, this is your nanny, this is, you know. And it was funny, but it was very moving to see the reaction of them because they never expect what they will see. They never, you know, were involved in the whole process. So for them was discovery of the film, basically. So that was very, very, very nice for them. I mean.